2005, something unbelievable happened in the anime industry. A young artist named Yuki won a manga competition with a simple story about teenagers and shape-shifting blobs. But instead of pitching his work to a studio like everyone else, Yuki decided to attempt the impossible. Create an entire anime film by himself. He was tweaking. No studio, no team, just one guy with a crazy dream. Every single frame, every character design, every background, this man did it all. From over 50,000 hand-drawn frames to Photoshop painting and After Effects compositing, Yuki poured thousands of hours into this insane solo project. People thought it would never work. In 2009, after years of solitude, Yuki released Cencoroll, a 40-minute long masterpiece. And guess what? He didn't do it once, he did it twice. Today we're gonna break down both of these incredible short films, diving into the story, the art style, and the characters. Grab a snack and get ready. Meet Tetsu, our main character. He's kind of like Bakugo, but if Bakugo only listened to My Chemical Romance. And you're probably thinking, what the hell is that thing he's sitting on? Oh, don't worry, that's my boy Cinco. Now in this world, there are monsters that can be controlled by humans through something called a link, which is an invisible connection to the user's monster that happens to be on their hair. Remember that, because it's a key part of this story. Out of nowhere, a big chunky monster comes through a portal. My boy been eating too many Feastables, huh? Then another monster appears on top of him, revealing this guy. Oh, I hope this is the main villain of the story. Meet Yuki, our second main character. She's more of an outgoing expert, the happy type, oblivious type character, you know, who happens to be weirdly obsessed with these monsters that randomly appear around the city, destroying everything. Yes, everyone can see these monsters, but we'll get more to that later. Yuki has dreamt of seeing one of these monsters for herself, and that dream is about to become a reality. Later, Yuki goes to school and takes out the trash. Listen, this gotta be that Japanese jump, bro. I've never seen an American student do this. She steps out and hears a bike moving, but there's nobody on the bike. Our boy Tetsu pulls up like, oi, oi, don't touch my bike, bitch. Then an eye appears from the seat of the bike. At this point, my heart would have been in my big toe. I would have ran so quick, and this thing started transforming in front of her. She had no reaction, bro. This is crazy. Even our boy Tetsu is shocked. Later that day, Yuki brings Tetsu some food, you know, a little riz. Yuki is infatuated by Cinco. Tetsu's like, don't tell a soul that you saw me controlling this thing. Tetsu uses his link to turn Cinco into an old ass Chevy. This must have been the creator's actual car, because there's no way you have control of a shape-shifting monster and you turn him into this. But this is one of the many forms Cinco is gonna take during this series. It's finna get wild. I don't know where Shu pops up, the same guy from the intro, controlling that big chunky motherfucker, and our main antagonist. He pulls up like, I know your little ass Toyota is a monster. Give it to me. Oh, did I forget to mention, some people can literally sever your link and rip your monster away from you. Also, remember that big blob from earlier? He's controlling it too. He has two monsters and wants Tetsu's monster too. Tetsu's like, nah, I'm not going. Turns Cinco into a staple gun and gets folded by Shu's conniving octopus head ass monster. Cinco turns into a pair of scissors and cuts through Shu's monster's leg, immobilizing it just long enough for Yuki and Tetsu to escape. Later, Yuki starts making her way back home, and guess who catches up with her? My boy Shu. This time he pulls up on some extra freaky activity, hitting her with that harassment. Hey, back on my girl Yuki, bro. He's patting her on the head and trying to get more info about Tetsu, but Yuki literally just met him, so he realizes this is pointless. I look like a creep. Then hits an instant transmission. Later, Tetsu gets on to her for trying to walk home alone after encountering Shu, because now Shu knows exactly how to get to Tetsu. If that means putting Yuki on the edge of a building to lure Tetsu out, that's exactly what he's gonna do. This plan works perfectly. Tetsu comes to help Yuki immediately, giving Shu the opportunity to take him out the game and steal Cinco from him. He turns on aimbot and throws a metal rod, caveman style, hits Cinco with a critical attack. Left him looking crazy on the ground. Luckily, Cinco managed to save Tetsu and Yuki, but he got hurt so bad he had to eat Tetsu's arm to recover. That's when Shu pulls up again, this time controlling the big back baby monster from the intro. He picks Cinco up, pulls Yuki and Tetsu out, and literally eats Cinco. Cinco just fucking dies. Shu's finally gotten what he's wanted. He's absorbed Cinco and now has access to all his shape-shifting abilities. Unlike Tetsu, he does something kind of fire with this ability. He turns this big back baby monster into a literal fighter jet, my guy. Oh, here's your 4-minute reminder. This entire anime is made by one person. That's when something extraordinary happens. Shu's link to Cinco gets stolen by Yuki. Keep in mind, Yuki has never controlled a monster in her life. She has no idea how this even happened. She starts shape-shifting Cinco into a big-ass glass of lemonade. Okay, what? Of course, Shu is pissed. Not only did he lose control of Big Back Baby Monster, but he also lost Cinco. And on top of that, the actual Japanese military pulls up, blowing at Tetsu and Yuki. They not playing, bro. It's so bad. Yuki has to turn Cinco into a egg coffin thing. What is this? Somehow Shu's evil ass gets inside and tries to take Yuki's link from her, which he successfully does. The only problem is he took her link to the Big Back black baby monster. So what I'm assuming happened here is Senko's ability stayed on the monster, and the monster doesn't have the ability to transform. So the monster just dies in the egg form. She was like, oh, well, time to retreat. Just destroyed half of Japan, you know. Where you going? KO'd him. Okay, Yuki. Comment sweet dreams if you made it this far. Yuki and Tetsu escaped this big bad baby monster only to get hit with missiles from the military. They then realized they had to get a move on before they get 360 no-scope by the Japanese Special Defense Force. This was a wild part 1 to a 2-part series. So far, we've learned about links. We know there might be something special about Yuki. And there's one bad thing we also now know. Tetsu doesn't have control of Senko anymore because Yuki accidentally stole his link. Just remember that Tetsu now has a slight hatred towards Yuki for stealing something so dear to him. Welcome to Cencoroll Connect, part 2 of this insane series released in 2019. And what's wild is this is all still being made by one person, and it looks even more insane. We're not wasting no time, it's gonna get crazy. Let me introduce you to my girl Kaname. She's a real hothead. You don't want to get on her bad side or you'll probably end up like this poor monster who just got absolutely beat. Also, meet my man Godada. He's just a chill guy who hunts monsters. Nothing much to him. Hashtag chill guy Godada in the comments. They work for the Japanese Dangerous Animal Research Foundation, a crazy name. They've been tasked with hunting down this guy. He looks pretty familiar. I wonder who that is. Apparently she was also in the Japanese Dangerous Animal Research Foundation. He went on a mission 8 days ago and never came back, so the higher ups think he's betrayed them. We know exactly what he's been doing these past 8 days. Tweaking. They also find out that he's lost control of number 74, which was the big back baby monster. And the person who killed number 74 is none other than this emo ass guy Tetsu. At least that's what they think. But we know who really put that work in. Look at this thumbnail scene, bro. Just look at it. Beauty. Now we get a glimpse into the life of Tetsu and Yuki after those crazy events. Yuki literally has to activate Senko whenever Tetsu wants to use him. He feels powerless and weak. That grudge gets stronger every day. Kaname and Godada pull up to the wreckage. Shu and Yuki left behind, looking for Shu. Kaname uses her big ass satellite monster to try to spot if Shu is anywhere around the area. Although she doesn't spot Shu, she does spot Tetsu and pulls up on him immediately. Imagine this big, bulky, subtly body built ass monsters pulling up on him, and the girl just casually crawls out his mouth like, I don't know what you would have did, but I would have hit 8 somersaults off this building. I'm finna die anyway. She starts looking for Tetsu's monster, aka Senko, but Tetsu's not trying to let her find it. Yuki pulls up and sees them getting a little freaky. What's going on here? Tetsu's like, I'm not gonna give you Senko, you might as well leave. Then she summons her monster again. You know he's OP as hell, bro. This scene was cold. Here's your 4-minute reminder. This was made by one person. What? Kaname's like, I guess we'll do this the hard way. They start fading. Yuki turns Tetsu's arm into a blade, but it does negative damage, no effect. Tetsu's like, give me projectiles, I need them. Yuki gives his ass a slingshot. Oh my god, we're cooked. Of course Tetsu gets dropped off. Oh, look at little baby Senko. He's so cute. Why he always looks so mad though? He must have not liked Tetsu at all. Oh my god. Out of nowhere, guess who makes a guest appearance? Our lovely antagonist, Shu. He looking hella clean with that $20 Adidas jacket on and a fat ass band-aid on his eye. Who told him this was drip? He pulls up and takes Yuki and Tetsu. Kaname's like, you really think I'm gonna let you get away? Yes. You are. He's gone. Okay, listen, a lot of yapping happens for literally like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna speed run this entire sequence. Yuki and Tetsu get kidnapped. She was like, yo, I'm a chill guy now. You guys wanna have coffee? Hell yeah, let's have coffee after you literally just tried to murder us. Yay! Shu, of course, cooks up this evil ass plan to get his get back on Kaname and Godada for reasons unknown right now. He's like, okay, listen, I want you guys to be bait so I can break Kaname's link to her monster and take it. Tetsu's like, bet. Yuki's like, I don't know about all that. Let me think about it. She takes a couple steps outside and gets kidnapped instantly by Kaname and Godada. They tell her about the association they're from and that they're after Shu. Kaname's like, we're gonna use you as bait to lure Shu out. So now we have 2 people using the same people as bait. How the hell is this finna go down? Oh my god. Meanwhile, Shu agrees to something kind of devious. Tetsu asks Shu if he can break Yuki's link to Senko and give him back control. Nah, my boy is evil for that, bro. I know Senko originally belonged to him, but to snake your friend like that is crazy. L-man's in the comment, bro. This final fight scene is where the animation gets good. Kaname catches up with Tetsu and they start fighting on the spot. Yuki turns Tetsu's arm into a literal LMG from Call of Duty. He starts blasting. Of course, without full control of Senko, he gets dropped off quick. But this was all a part of the plan. While Kaname's distracted fighting Tetsu, Shu pulls up and rips Kaname's link straight out of her head, giving Shu full control over one of the strongest monsters in the anime. This is bad. Godada tries to save her, but he gets put to sleep. Come to find out Godera is actually Shu's big brother. This anime is not over yet, so I hope they dive more into that in part 3 of the movie, which is actually coming out this month, so get ready, bro. But Kaname's like, you won't get away with this, and summons that big satellite monster from earlier. This thing is huge. Godera tries to get her to calm down. He knows she can't fully control this thing yet, but she insists anyway. She uses it to trap Shu and almost kills him. But somehow he managed to escape. Using this monster was too much for her body. She completely passes out. Now Shu could have easily left and got away. He barely survived this city-destroying threat, but nah, he wants more. He wants Cinco. He takes Yuki's link out of her head. That's when something strange happens. Yuki takes the link to Kaname's monster out of Shu's head without even moving. It's almost like she did this on accident. Kaname's monster pieces up Shu's little octopus thing, forcing him to dip. He then pulls up on Tetsu, trying to take Cinco back from him after literally giving Cinco back to him as a part of the deal. This guy just doesn't know when to quit, bro. He's teleporting around this lobby like a GTA server. This time, he's gonna learn. Tetsu's gonna teach him a lesson. Tetsu turns Cinco into a blade and cuts through this tentacle arm. Cinco runs up on him and staples his leg to the ground, turns into a World War II cannon, and blows this thing to hell. Then Tetsu himself runs up for the coldest finisher I've seen in a minute. I just know bro got put to sleep. Yep, he got put to sleep. And that's pretty much it until part 3. I really enjoyed covering this series. I think you should go watch it for yourself. Part 3 is coming out this month, so I hope this video blows up because Atsuyu deserves so much credit. This was amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I love you.